It's the genius of boxing back again, you know, with wearing a 23. Where is it on this side, 23. But I'm the Puerto Rico Michael Jordan. But forget about Michael Jordan. This is the genius of boxing. Back again to tell you a little bit about what's happening this weekend and some of this boxing events that we have in this weekend with Austin Trout and eventually my boy from Puerto Rico, Miguel Cotto. But before anything like that happens, I just want to take a little bit of time to send out my condolences to the Camacho family, which I didn't do previously in my previous fights, because as we all know who are boxing fans, who know boxing, Camacho was one of the best fighters that came out of this island called Puerto Rico. You know, he was flashy, classy, a big mouth, you know. I think that after Muhammad Ali, I think one of the biggest guys to talk a lot of shit, his name was Macho Camacho. But Macho Camacho at this time, you know, we have to look at it a little bit back before I go into tonight's prediction. Macho Camacho has fought some of the hell of good fighters, you know. Macho Camacho fought guys like Boom Boom Manzini. He fought Bazooka Limon. He fought Felix Trinidad. He fought Roberto Duran twice, if I'm not mistaken. He fought Sugar Ray Leonard, which he whipped his ass, even though a lot of people say that he was old, but Camacho was 32 years old also. So we have to look at things of that nature. But at one time also, when Macho Camacho, and I seen that myself in Baltimore, watching that fight, when he fought Julio Cesar Chavez, not Junior, the bum. We're talking about the father, Mr. Mexico. Julio Cesar Chavez, when he fought Macho Camacho, Sugar Ray Leonard was a commentator. I don't recall the other commentator, but at that time, they asked, and they were telling Sugar Ray Leonard, that guy is fast. He's just as fast as you. And I respect Sugar Ray Leonard at that time for saying one thing, and I recall. He says, no, he's not fast like me. He says, he is faster than me. Meaning, he got my respect, and a respect from a lot of boxing fans out there, admitting the fact that Mr. Macho Camacho was quicker than Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, and like I said before, he's fought the top of the notch. 3 titles in 3 different weight classes. He was a showman, always entertaining people. And you know what? He didn't have a punching power. He was fast, and he hardly never trained. So imagine this dude, you know, which my heart goes out to him and his family again. Imagine Macho Camacho training, having punching power, the one that maybe Roberto Duran had, which he fought twice. If this guy had that punching power and he was dedicated to the sport, like the guy we're going to see this weekend, which is Mr. Miguel Cotto, believe me, he might have been one of the best, if not the best fighter known in Puerto Rico. And to me, like I said, I am from Puerto Rico. He got my respect, and my heart again goes out to the family. My condolences, and Macho, we love you. God bless. Now, as far as this weekend's fight, Miguel Cotto fighting Mr. Austin Trout. Austin Trout has got weight advantage. Austin Trout has got height advantage. Austin Trout has got reach advantage. But you know what Austin Trout lacks that Cotto has? 2 things. One, he doesn't have the experience that Cotto has. And 2, he doesn't have that punching power. A lot of people will say Cotto, 32 years old, compared to a 27-year-old. Well, maybe this could be his last fight. Again, if he loses, because Cotto has a lot to lose for if he loses this fight. He knows it. I know it. The whole boxing world knows it. Austin Trout has a lot to gain. Now, let's keep in mind one more thing, which I go back, because that's the way I think. I always go back into time, you know? I go back to previous fights. We're not looking at Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley. That was a wash-up. Everybody knew. Who doesn't know boxing, whoever knows boxing, I know boxing, you know boxing, who's watching this video tonight, that was a goddamn setup. That setup was set up for the man that is the only guy today, and people say, he's making the money. His name is Mayweather. And I keep saying it. Watch what I say. Mr. Mayweather is full of shit. Mr. Mayweather dodges people. Cotto does not dodge anybody. Cotto fights the best of the best. He puts anybody in front of them. Fight me if you want me. You want to fight? We're going to fight. He's fighting Austin Trout because, let's say, maybe Timothy Bradley can't go up. No, because, again, Timothy Bradley's waiting upon for Mayweather. And Mayweather's waiting upon the result of this fight. But you know what, Mr. Mayweather, I got news for you, you know? You're waiting for Mr. Austin Trout to upset Mr. Cotto. But guess what? That's not going to happen. So you know what you have to do? You got to go fight a bum who didn't even know that he won a fight because he says to the commentators, I gotta go home and see if I really won this fight. Now, what kind of a bullshit champ are you? You don't even know you won the fight. You meet Manny Pacquiao. You're lucky that Manny Pacquiao became a Christian and a politician because he might have just gone off that night. Now, what kind of a big head fool are you to say on TV, I gotta go home and see if I really won this fight. Go home and eat some goddamn Cheerios, Wheaties, or drink some Coors Light like me. You might want to do that. I can tell you, and I drank a whole lot of Coors Light, and I know you got your ass kicked. Huh? Now, did I eat any Cheerios? Or I said, I gotta go home and see if Timothy Bradley really won this fight. Look, dude, I drank almost 2 cases of Coors Light and beers, and I knew you got your ass whooped. And you're telling me about you gotta go see if you really want to fight. Man, go home, go to sleep, and watch to see if Cotto beats on Trout. All right? And Mayweather, you do the same shit too, and hope that Trout beats him. But again, it's got to be another fixed fight. But, you know, to keep doubts away from this whole world of boxing, I think Cotto's got to go back to his old style. I'm pretty sure his trainer's going to do that. You know, Mayweather and Cotto had a hell of a fight. Cotto did not fight his Cotto fight the way he would go down to the body. You know, he brawls in, he goes to the body. He did a little bit more styling. He got a little tired. But, you know, against Austin Trout, I think you're going to see the old Cotto again. He's going to go to that liver, he's going to go to that gut, and he's going to whip this guy's ass. And believe me, the way I see it, Cotto in Madison Square Garden with all these crazy Puerto Ricans like myself are going to see Cotto win this fight by a knockout before the 10th round. That's the way I see the fight. Now, again, I go back. And we're waiting upon to see if he wins. Now, people say that if Cotto wins the fight, he has a match with Mr. Saul Canelo Alvarez. Well, you know what? Now we're going to talk boxing again. I love Cotto, and you guys have seen most of my videos prior to this one. I would not like to see Cotto fight Saul Alvarez. Honestly. And again, I am not a fan. I'm going back to it. I wear Puerto Rico tonight because Cotto is Puerto Rican. I am Puerto Rican. But I am the genius of boxing. I know boxing. I'm an analyst. And Cotto, if you're watching this video, I suggest you, as a Puerto Rican and a true champ and a boxer, winning this fight tonight, I would say probably do like Mayweather does. Go fight some other rinky-dink, bullshit, crackerjacks title guy, and you don't want to face Saul Canelo Alvarez. Cotto, take my word and my advice. Don't listen to no fools out there about boxing. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? So, Mr. Cotto, listen to my advice from the genius. You don't want to mess with that. Now, you might want to mess maybe with a rematch with Mayweather. But Mayweather does not want to fight you. Mayweather had too much of Rumble in the Jungle with you. And almost he got all beat up too. And this time around, you might prepare yourself better this time to whip his ass. But please, Cotto, and this whole boxing generation, you don't want to see Cotto face Saul Canelo Alvarez as a champ from Puerto Rico, a true champ. You want to leave it that way. Don't go fight this fool. Because, Cotto, I think you might get your ass whooped. Honestly, leave that man alone and worry about Mayweather. Because, no, don't even worry about Pacquiao. Don't even mess with that guy. But worry about Mayweather. Maybe he want to be you another payday. But again, Mayweather don't want to fight you. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is I want everybody to have a very, very joyful Merry Christmas. And like they say, ho, ho, ho from the genius of boxing.